Alrighty, boys, in this video, I'm going to talk about how if you adapt to this one perspective in life, you're going to start feeling, looking, and thinking better than you ever have. You see, and this one perspective that changed my life, and that's going to change yours too, is you got to think about your body and brain as a Lamborghini. Because the reality is, for millions of years, evolution has crafted your body to perform at peak performance, because the ultimate goal of our genes is to survive long enough to procreate. That's the ultimate goal of our genes, is so that you survive, pass off your genes, then you can go. Now, in order to do this, you likely know that our bodies adapt in order to survive. That's why when you tan, your skin gets darker. What's really happening is your skin's adapting to the stress of the sunlight and getting darker so that next time it won't be damaged as much. That's also why if you got sandpaper and rubbed it on your hand would start bleeding. But in a few days, it would come back tougher and stronger in the form of a callus. In fact, that's even why you can gain muscle. What you're really doing, boys, is breaking down your muscle fibers. And then it's adapting to the stress you apply to it and growing and coming back stronger so that next time you can put up that weight. Now, what happens with most people is they send their body these bad signals. And ultimately what happens is they wake up tired with confusing emotions, and their brain doesn't feel like it's processing, or it's not firing on all cylinders. And when you live in this dampened state, it affects your entire life, you know? I mean, when you wake up with low energy and you don't feel good, how much more difficult is it for you to be productive and tackle your errands and chores? And when you have those days where you're unproductive and you don't hit your goals and you don't accomplish much, well, how much worse do you feel about yourself at the end of the day? I mean, I know when I have those days, I don't feel good about myself. I'm like, dude, my life's stuck. I feel kind of sad, disappointed in myself. And the reality is, like, again, that happens because of evolution. You see, the human psychology has evolved over the past few million years as our species has evolved. And we're actually hardwired to seek enjoyment in a fulfilling life. And we built a motivational system to help guide us through this journey. That's why when you do things that align with that pursuit and happiness, like spending time with your family, your loved ones, or your girlfriend, you feel happy, you're ecstatic. And that's also why when you do things that don't align with that pursuit and happiness, like working at your soul-draining job, you start to feel sad. That's literally your brain telling you that you're on the wrong path in life, that your actions are contradicting this desire for a happy life. Now, the thing is, most people, they don't live the lifestyle that we've adapted from. They're sending their body terrible signals. I mean, your body is meant to be like a Lamborghini. It's been perfected by evolution for millions of years to perform at peak performance. But most people, they don't have peak performance because of the lifestyle they're living. You know, right now is a perfect example. I'm literally walking, getting 10,000 steps in, and I noticed that when I started getting my 10,000 steps in, I go to bed better. I have better quality sleep. I feel more rejuvenated. My mental alertness and energy is up more. And think about it. When we were hunters and gatherers, we didn't stay stagnant. You know, we'd go hunt or go look for herbs or be moving all the time. You know, we moved our bodies a lot. And so when we start to live how we evolved, and we start essentially living based off evolution, like, you feel better, you look better, and you think better. In fact, like, the funny thing was, everyone always thinks that I work out and I eat healthy because I want to get a lean, powerful, and attractive body like Zac Efron. And look, I'm not gonna lie and say I don't want that, but that's not why I work out and eat the way I do. I do it because it enhances my energy levels. It gives me the energy of a kid on a playground, and that enables me to be productive every day. And then I do it so that I think clearly, like the guy in Limitless, so that I can crack jokes on the spot, you know, just be in a better mood. And ultimately I do it so that I get optimal hormone levels, so that I simply feel fantastic every freaking day. Now, most people, they know hormones are important, but they don't really know to the actual extent. So I want you to think about people that take steroids. they often get roid rage, where the smallest thing, it ticks them off like a freaking bomb, you know? And that's because they have a surplus in testosterone and their hormones aren't optimized. Now, when your hormones aren't optimized, your energy and your mood, they aren't optimized. You aren't optimized. So that's why I always say you got to get back to the roots. You just got to start living how we've evolved from. You know, you got to get back to the square roots, and you're going to feel better. You're going to look better, and you're going to think better. So I challenge you. I want you to, first of all, two things. Well, I want you to start doing at least 5,000 steps a day, and just do it for a week or two and notice how much better you feel. Now, really, I say you should do 10,000, but if you're not feeling for 10,000, then at least do 5,000. Then the second thing is going to be go to bed earlier. Look, when we were hunters and gatherers, we would go to bed when the sun would come down, and then we'd get up when the sun would come up. You know, we didn't have freaking all these bullshit electronics with the blue light filter or blue lights ingrained into them. You know, we'd go to bed because we couldn't do anything. Now, I know some of you are saying like, oh, we had fires. And true, we had fires, and look, that kept us up till 10 p.m., you know? But first of all, fire, we didn't have that every day. Getting the resources is pretty tough. And second of all, even with fire, you know, we went to bed around 10. So what I want you to do is go to bed around 10. And I guarantee, because 10 to 2 is the highest quality sleep, if you start implementing this and go to bed before 10 or around 10, you're going to have more energy. You're going to feel better. And think about it. Have you ever in your entire freaking life gone to bed at 1 a.m. and woke up refreshed? I don't care if you go to bed at 1 a.m. and get 10 hours of sleep. You still don't feel rejuvenated. Well, the opposite thing happens when you do go to bed early. You feel freaking rejuvenated. So I challenge you to do that. And I know some of you are thinking, Adam, I have insomnia. Wrong. You don't. You think you do, but you don't. You have poor sleeping habits. Let me guess. You're on your phone. You're looking at these screens. First of all, these screens release specific chemicals in your brain that make you hardwired, and they mess up your whole circadian rhythm, your ability to get good quality sleep. And then, let me guess, you're always like thinking about other shit. You're not like cooling down. You're thinking about what you did in the day, what you got to do tomorrow. Ultimately, you have poor sleep habits. So look, I'm going to put a video up. Hopefully my video editor right now is going to put it up right here. How to get better sleep. If not, go to my channel and type in how to get better sleep, or type in sleep, and you'll see a bunch of videos. But I challenge you to do these things. Get back to the roots. Get back to how you've evolved from, and you'll feel, look, and think better than you ever have. So, oh, one more thing. If you made it this far in the video, please toss this video a like and subscribe to us, because when you do those two things, it helps us reach more people so that we can improve their lives.